Today I'm reviewing Unforgiven.
Any man don't want to get killed. Better clear on out the back. Unforgiven.
Unforgiven came out in 1992. It was produced and directed by Clint Eastwood, who also starred in it. It was written by David Webb Peoples and music by Lenny Niehaus. It's a Malpaso production and runs 131 minutes. It cost $14.4 million to make and made back $159.2 million. The film also had 9 Academy Award nominations, winning 4. It won Best Picture, Best Director for Clint Eastwood, Best Supporting Actor for Gene Hackman, and Best Film Editing for Joel Cox. Clint Eastwood was also nominated for Best Actor, however he didn't win. He lost out Al Pacino for his performance in Scent of a Woman. Clint Eastwood said that this would be his last Western. The film had a remake in 2013. This was a Japanese film about a samurai. Clint Eastwood also composed the main theme song, Claudia's Theme. Eastwood had the script for a long time, but waited until he was old enough to play the role of a retired gunslinger, and he was 62 when he made the film. Eastwood dedicated the film to Sergio Leone and Don Siegel, 2 filmmakers that he'd worked with in the past. The film stars Clint Eastwood as Will, Gene Hackman as Little Bill, Morgan Freeman as Ned, and Richard Harris as English Bob. So the plot of this film is Clint Eastwood's a retired gunslinger and he teams up with his friend and a youth, and they go searching for these 2 men who'd slashed this prostitute's face open with a knife, and they're paying them to sort these 2 guys out. So they're basically guns for hire. And this film deconstructs the typical Western, like Westerns like those old John Wayne type of Westerns. There's no typical good guys and bad guys in this film. Everyone's layered and no characters are totally evil or totally good. So the film was a critical success and won many awards.
And the Oscar for the Best Picture of 1992 goes to Clint Eastwood.
Unfortunately, Clint Eastwood didn't win an Academy Award, although he was nominated for one for Best Actor. And I think he should have got the award. I think he was robbed. Al Pacino won for Scent of a Woman, but I think Clint's performance in this is much better.
I killed the hell out of him, didn't I? 3 shots and he was taking a shit.
Take a drink, kid.
Jesus Christ.
It's a hell of a thing, killing a man. You take away all he's got, and all he's ever gonna have.
So Clint's character is a family man. He's got a couple of children, a son and a daughter that he lives with, and his wife died a few years back, and she cured him from being like a gunslinger, and he used to get drunk on whiskey. And what I like about him is he's got like a shady past. Years ago he's killed women and children, and he's like forgetting all that. He's putting it behind him. He's like retired now and he can't even get on his horse properly. He keeps falling off. And we have other characters in the film boast and brag about how many people they've killed and how brilliant a shot they are. Clint Eastwood's character doesn't boast.
Like I was saying, you don't look no meaner than hell, cold-blooded damn killer.
Maybe I ain't.
Yeah, well, Uncle Pete says you was the meanest goddamn son of a bitch alive.
And when his friend gets killed towards the end of the film, he gets drunk on whiskey, and you see his true colours, how like evil and powerful a gunslinger he is.
You'd be William Munny out of Missouri. Killer of women and children.
That's right. I've killed women and children. Killed just about everything that walks or crawled at one time or another. And I'm here to kill you, Little Bill.
And it's weird when you watch the beginning and he keeps falling off his horse and he's trying to shoot these cans and he keeps missing them. You think maybe he's a bit of a fake like some of the other characters. But you find out he really is quite a violent character towards the end of the film. And Morgan Freeman's character Ned, he knows what he was like in the past because he used to gunsling with him. And there's a brilliant scene where Morgan Freeman's character Ned, there's a chance he can shoot this guy who's crawling along the floor. And he has a shot at him, but he can't pull the trigger. He's lost the nerve that he could have done years ago. And I thought that was a really good scene, that.
He gets in those rocks, we ain't gonna get him. Unless we go down there.
Well, ain't you gonna shoot?
And Clint's character takes the rifle off him and just casually shoots him. So it like shows how casual Clint's character can kill people. And the actor Morgan Freeman, he's got one of the best voices ever. Brilliant actor, I love his voice. And the boy that they team up with, who knows about what's going on, about these two guys cutting this prostitute's face up, it turns out that he's a fake, he's got bad eyesight, he's going on saying he's killed 5 people, but he hasn't killed anyone. There's a scene where Eastwood's character says the kid's full of shit. Gene Hackman, he won an award for Best Supporting Actor, and he plays the sheriff, Little Bill. And he's a right evil character at times. And he has a violent streak as well. He kicks the character English Bob. He nearly kicks him to death. And there's a scene where he whips Ned. And he could have stopped whipping him, but he carries on until he kills him. Hey, Phil! That sheriff's a right bloody twat. A proper bloody shithouse. Right, Bones, no swearing this time, not like the last review. I'm not gonna fucking swear, I'm not gonna swear. Richard Harris plays English Bob, and he's boasting and bragging about being a crack shot. He's a bit of a charlatan, and he's using this reporter to write his life story. Turns out he isn't what he seems. Little Bill, the sheriff, knows about his past, and he's making stuff up. So the film has all these complex characters in one film, and it's more of a character study than a genuine western. So it isn't like an epic film, like something like The Good, the Bad and the Ugly is. However, for a film that's over 2 hours, it flew over. I've seen it a few times, and I've never been bored watching it. And that's always a good sign of a good film. Doesn't matter how long a film is, if it's good, it keeps you enthralled watching it. And Eastwood's performance, he is brilliant. He was robbed out not having an Academy Award, I think.
And what I said the other day about you looking like me, that ain't true. You ain't ugly like me. It's just that we both have got scars.
There's also some violent scenes where the prostitute gets her face slashed at the beginning. That's pretty violent. Hey, Phil, I would shag her, and I'd put a bloody bag over her head first. Or I could turn her around and shag her like a fucking donkey. Bones, man, you're getting bloody worse. Bloody hell. It's also well directed. There's a lot of good panoramic shots of location work. So overall, I thought this was an outstanding film. It's not the best Western I've seen. I'd put that as The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. I still think that's the best Western I've seen. But this is really top of the league. And out of 10, I'd give it 10. 10 out of 10. Brilliant film. Did you think, Bones, did you like it? I thought it was a brilliant film, Phil. And happy birthday, Clint Eastwood. Yes, happy birthday, Clint. And I hope you make some more films. 92 today. Bye, everyone. Like, subscribe and share. Bye.
Only one a man like me could get is one he'd have to pay for her. And that ain't right, buying flesh. So, you just use your hand?